Welcome back guys to Homegrown Heroes Part 3, Episode 3. We'll be starting this episode against Notts Forest. They're sitting on the same points as us in second place and we get kick-off against them. That was my lineup. I cut that quite short. As you can see, I went for a aggressive start against Notts Forest. We need a win here to get a 3-point gap between them and ourselves. So obviously a aggressive start is what we needed. Unfortunately, it kind of backfired on me, as you can see. Yeah, this wasn't the ideal start to any episode. It was an ideal start for a match where it was a needed win. As you can see, after that goal, they were full on attack against us, and honestly, it wasn't the best of games for me. We get a chance with a corner and my players do stupid things like that. Bicycle kick, it's not even a bicycle kick, and it was a basic catch for the keeper. So even in the second half, Notts Forest came out the better team. They were extremely unlucky with this. I'm not sure why it was called offside, I'm not sure, but it's still 1-0. You can tell that my frustrations got the best of me in that challenge. As a defender, if my team is not doing well, I do that in a normal game. So my attitude kicks off in a match like this. As you can see, we're down to 10 men now, which again, it's just getting bad to worse. My best chance of this game came from missed free kick, where one of their own players nearly scored an own goal for me, and it went back and forwards a little bit. As you can see, nothing came from it, and it finished 1-0. I don't believe how many times I hit the post in like such a short time. So yeah, as you can see, the whistle is about to be blown and I lose this game 1-0. Not the best of starts, I can't argue that with anyone. Losing 1-0 against second place, it's a hard game, and I'm not going to say that it wasn't. I got so frustrated in that game, I simmed the next few games. I simmed against Blackburn. I didn't quick sim it, I let it roll. Huddleston wanted a transfer in the transfer market that just went. I kind of delayed it, and then he decided against it. I'm not too sure what that's about, I haven't seen that before. But I'm happy that he's still in my team. He was my idea as the main centre mid for this series. I like Huddleston. I'm gutted that he's still only in the Championship. He deserves to be in the Premiership. As you can see, we are now winning 2-0. Vardy was an absolute beast in this episode. Just remember I say that. We play QPR in this game. As you can see, we've got Vardy up front again. Wilson up front again. Vardy scores in the 11th minute. I don't know how Dawson got a yellow card the second Vardy scored. Maybe he took his top off in celebration. Don't know why though. So yeah, Hill scores. Can't believe that guy's still playing, to be honest. He's got to be at least 37 by now. So yeah, as you can see guys, we win this game 3-2. In the final minutes they get 1 goal back. It wasn't enough to beat us. I promise you guys that there is a bit of gameplay in this episode. With losing against Notts Forest, I didn't want to play any games. But when I was simming them, I was winning, so I decided that after the Wolves game, I would be playing a match. As you can see, Wilson scores in this game. I absolutely love Wilson. He's a fantastic player. Wilson and Vardy on the score sheet yet again. Vardy's now 3 goals in 3 games in this episode alone. Can he do what he does for Leicester? Can he get 12 goals in a row? So yeah, we're playing Huddlestone against Huddlefield. That's going to get confusing with me. So as I say in every match, in every episode, in every game that I play in FIFA, the ideal situation is 3 points. Obviously you can't get 3 points in every game. This was a scary situation coming up. I'll show you the actual replay that they showed you. Look how close he was in this. So yeah, obviously 3 points is ideal. You can't get that in every match. I wasn't expecting that in every match. Vardy gets a lucky goal. That's 4 goals in 4 games now. My worst situation in the Championship this season is to get 1 point. If I get anything less than 1 point, it is a negative in my head. Because I am trying to get into the Premiership as quick as possible. I want to get automatically promoted this season. Vardy, 5 goals in 4 games. Is that his sixth goal in all competitions? He's doing as well as he is for Leicester in real life as he is for me on FIFA 16. I mean, that angle is ridiculous. Mark Spark, the former Man United, Chelsea, Barcelona player, the guy that's in charge of Stoke, he would be impressed with that kind of goal. He used to score them kind of goals week in, week out, and now Vardy's doing it for me. As you can see, guys, I win this game 2-0 against Huddersfield. I honestly thought they might have got a goal back then and they hit the post, so I'm happy with that. 2-0, a clean sheet, that's a perfect start for me. He's doing as well as he is for Leicester in real life as he is for me on FIFA 16. I mean, that angle's ridiculous. Marks, if I could win every game 2-0, it would be the best season ever. So as you can see, I started simming a few more games. I sim Cardiff City. I just really want to get through the first half of this season. It's the second half of the season that matters, where you're actually fighting for promotion. 15 minutes in and it is 2-0. Vardy on that score sheet yet again. That's 6 goals in 5 games. That's 7 goals overall. That is just craziness. I don't know if I've ever had a player score that many goals in a row. So what do you reckon? Can Vardy beat his personal record on my FIFA 16 series? In real life, he scored 12 goals in a row. He's currently on 5 or 6 in my game. Can he beat it? Can he beat 12 in a row on FIFA 16? We go for a little bit of counter-attacking in this clip. As you can see, Vardy passes the ball to Wilson. A fantastic lob over the defence. And then this happens. I'm not even sure what I did wrong in this. I got given away a penalty in this. Luckily, I'm good at penalties and I go the right way. I can't really argue that case. I'm very lucky on penalties. Vardy got injured just before that penalty got claimed, and he's trying his best to score a goal in this match. Unfortunately, being injured, he's not playing to his best performance. I should have taken him off, but the target of trying to score a goal in each game kind of forced me to do it. I'm almost playing with 10 men at this point. I let in a goal and I just couldn't do anything after that. I felt useless, and after that goal there was no way of coming back. There was honestly no way of coming back. Brentford totally dominated in this match. This was the only other good chance that I had on goal and it goes wide. The keeper did fantastic to save it. A couple of minutes left of the game. I tried my best to get a goal. I do exactly the same as I did a second ago. I get a corner out of it. Nothing happens in this corner, unfortunately. It gets whipped in, it gets messed about and goes over the post, over the bar, and the keeper kicks it and the whistle blows. That's literally all that happens in this episode. I totally did not deserve 3 points in this game, and I'm gutted that I lost out on another game. So with the losing streak carrying on, I decided to sim a few more games, as I do every time I lose a game. And as you can see, 20 odd minutes into the game and my captain Davis scores. It's 1-0 against Derby. I thought this was going to be a fantastic game to play. I also thought it was going to be a really hard game to play. And the match ends 2-1, I believe, at the end of this. And a 2-1 win against Derby in the situation they are, where they are fighting for promotion. And you know they are. It's a fantastic win. 3 points is perfect in a game like that. It's a shame I couldn't do that against Notts Forest at the beginning. Burnley on the other hand, my biggest regret of this episode was not playing this game. So as you can see, we are losing 1-0. It was an early goal, and you just think when it's an early goal, you know that something's going to happen. 2-0 in, they get red carded. It's 10 men against my 11. We get a goal back in, 7 minutes to go, and it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Lose that game, and the final game of this episode is against Preston. Huddlestone gets injured 5 minutes in. That was the worst news possible. He is the key player in the centre of my team. He's the one that defends, he's the one that passes, he's a brick in the defence. I don't know what I'm going to do without him in the next episode. Wilson scoring a goal to prove that we don't need him was the only good thing to come from this episode. We win that game 1-0, and we are currently sitting second in the league, 2 points behind Notts Forest. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please hit that like button, sub to me if you are new, and please leave some feedback below.